Hi everyone. Thanks for clicking on my video. I'm Bebe and welcome to my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if it sounds like it's for you, but then the next message doesn't, believe what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. Ugh, I hope I find everyone well. Um, it's like 3:34 in the morning. Something the birds are already singing. I don't sleep at this time, so I figure why not get in some practice, right? Get some energy from the collective. I can't do the saging like I explained in the last couple of videos because I didn't want the house to smell, but we can at least call in our protections. I hope this music's not too loud. I'll turn it down while we call in. Oh, so just take a deep breath with me. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and our higher selves, come forward and be with me. Michael, stand guard. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the divine's communication. Okay. We're going to continue with reading the collective, as always, but I have chosen a new spread to try. I just found it today. It's called The Hero's Journey. It's a 10-card spread, and we're going to start with the fairies. I ran it past them first because the last time I did a spread with them with ordered, numbered cards, they weren't having it. They didn't want to be structured, which is fine because they're unruly. They're fairies. So I ran this one by them a couple times, and I think they're okay with it. Okay. Can't you see? I swear, I stutter, I sing, and I go quiet, so I am unfortunately not as dynamic as a lot of the other readers are, where they just hit a groove and chatter away for 20 minutes without pausing. I'm a hot mess, and my readings tend to be a hot mess, so if you can hang with that, then I'm your girl. So let's try this. So this is called The Hero's Journey. It's 10 positions. The first one being the ordinary world. I'm not sure how to elaborate on these positions, so we're just going to say that this is like the mundane current situations in the 3D, right? Let me see if I can make a little more here. Okay. So the first card, the ordinary world, the things in the 3D that are taking our attention, things that need to be attended to. And I'm going to sneeze. Nope, too many. Excuse me. Oh, damn ads. Okay. The ordinary world fairies. Please come forward. Oh, that gnome. It's a trickster. That's interesting. What's in the ordinary world? Creative chaos. Well, we certainly feel the chaos, but it doesn't feel creative most of the time. Breaking patterns, yes. New perspective, take risks. Okay, so in the 3D, some of the collective are being encouraged to. I mean, I hate to just boil it down to the idea of doing new things, but sometimes that's where it starts. Creative chaos, meaning things are out of our control, but they are allowing us to discover creative ways of handling these things, I think. take a risk. Okay. The second position is called the call to adventure. So, what might be calling the collective to embark on a new journey? And we have Indy. This is indecision. Two of Swords. Also, I give it Two of Pentacles because it looks like he's juggling. Indecision. That's what I get from this. This or that, now or then, in or out, go or stay, wishy-washy indecision and fear. The what if, the hesitation. See, this is what I don't appreciate about the fairies, is that why is a card like this in the position of the call to adventure? The call to adventure should be something that is intriguing and encouraging, but no, we've got this wishy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I'll get back to you. Who's all over there? I think when you're supposed to go out and they call you and they're like, "Hey, are you coming?" and you're like, "I don't know. Who's all there?" The third position is the mentor. So this is an aspect, a person, an energy that we can accept, like help or teaching, from. And we've got Laced, the Moon's daughter. She's dropped 3 times when I tried this spread before, so she must have something important to say. This is connecting to higher self. Explore the deep mind, symbols of the unknown, shadows inside. So, see, now that I feel should have been on the second position because that sounds like a call, a call to go deeper. But it's in the mentor position. So, learning these teachings are going to help us on the journey. Position 4 is the test. If anyone's wondering why it's called the hero's journey, it seems that it's dealing with archetypes. There was a very wonderful, famous mythologist and storyteller named Joseph Campbell, and he wrote a book called The Hero's Journey, and it was basically an academic I don't even know what the word is. He went through all of mythology, if you can wrap your head around that, and boiled it down to different archetypes, and it's like they're all telling the same story throughout all the cultures. So, and then the characters like the hero, the mentor, think of Star Wars, because George Lucas based the Star Wars stories on the hero's journey. Luke is the hero, and he receives a call to adventure, and it's always a choice. You can stay or you can go, like with Indy. Maybe that's why it's there in that second position. The hero always has the choice. This is the free will that we keep hearing about in the collective with our inner work. You don't have to go, but it's your calling, So that's where this spread is coming from. Position 4 is the test. Solace. I love this card. Quiet the noise. I am here. New is coming. Position 5 is the allies. This is the part in the story where we meet C-3PO and R2-D2. And it is, do I want to take him? He didn't come out with, no, I'm not going to take him. It was the gotcha. But I'm not going to. Green Woman. That's a good one. Those are the allies. All right. Now we have the enemies. Uh-oh. Who are the enemies in this hero's journey? Fairies. Who's the enemy? Oh my God. Okay. When I was shuffling these before I pressed record, I thought to myself, the blank card has not dropped for me ever. Ever. I've had this deck for almost a year. The blank card has not ever dropped for me. And here it is in this spread under the enemy. That's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to have to fish out the book for that one because I don't have anything written on it. It's completely blank. So let's continue. Position 7 is the ordeal. Okay. This will probably be like Luke's training, maybe. Or facing the enemy for the first time. That's when you get to know who the enemy is and their motives and what kind of knowledge you're going to need to defeat that enemy. I think that's what this is, the ordeal. The feline. Niggling details. Position 8 is the treasure. What is being protected? What is being pursued? What is being yearned for? Listen, I said yearn. What is the purpose of the call? The treasure. Lualphus the Wild. Take a risk. All these cards telling you to go for it, you know? The new approaches. Make haste. Impulsiveness. Go for it now. It's like the second card bitching at us to do it now. Do it now. Position 9 is the road back. Think in Lord of the Rings when the hobbits are making their return home after the whole ordeal. It wasn't easy for them because they were changed after that. They didn't fit in anymore. They had seen too much. They had been through too much. They had suffered so much. And that changed them from the ones that they loved. The ones that they wanted to protect in the first place. When they came back to them, they were different. So this is the road back. What can we face? What are we going to face, fairies, on the road back from our hero's journey? Penelope Dreamweaver. Inspiration, magic, dreams, visions, and the muse. So they're already talking to me with this spread. I'm enjoying this quite a lot, actually. And the last position is going to be what was the I mean, it could be what was the lesson, but I'm going with what was mastered. What is the collective going to have mastered at the end of their hero's journey? At the end of this new cycle, Spirit, fairies, at the end of this new cycle, what will it be that we have mastered? The Bright Mother, the divine feminine, family, fertility, shelter, intimacy, nature, and processes of daily life. Okay. Now I'm going to step away for a moment to get the book for this, because that is incredible to me. I'll be right back. I'll turn up the music so you get something to If anyone wonders, song is called Boy with a Coin, and it's by Iron and Wine. Okay, I found it. Sorry that took so long. Okay. Now, I need to take... Oh, son of a bitch. I'm going to take just like a pause and kind of wrap my head around what I'm seeing. Okay. I'm sorry I have to be quiet during this part of the process, but I really have to try to listen. Okay. I can get started so you're not sitting there in silence. So, the ordinary world, we have, oh, that gnome, the trickster. What I was getting when I was contemplating this with the breaking patterns and new perspective is that this is boredom. Look at him. Man, if I gotta walk this dog one more time today, I'm gonna I'm gonna jump off a bridge. He looks bored. He really does. I think that I think there's a segment of the collective that's really got the itch. It's like I know I went through this a few months ago for like a month straight. Actually, that's conservative. There's been an itchiness in the collective. It's the only way I can describe it right now. What that means is we can be completely content in whatever we did that day. But there's just this urge to do something, you know? Like, I went through days where I paced. I I was fidgety. I couldn't sit still. But I didn't know where to go. It was like the call. It was like I have to do something, but not, I have no indication of what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just this like pent up energy, you know? That's what I feel with this card. I feel like it's just complacency, but not contentment, you know? And boredom. So I think that's what the ordinary world, this position, is telling us, is that something inside us is telling us that there's something more and we're itching to go get it, but we're not sure where to go, what to look for, or anything like that. The second position is the call to adventure. When I was contemplating this, it was telling me how this is the perfect card to be here now that I think about it. Because in the beginning of any journey, we have a choice to take it or not. This is the process we go through deciding if we're going to do that. Should I go? Should I stay? Do I do this or do I do that? Do I do it now or do I prepare more? You know? This is the wishy-washy indecision and fear. I think that this is where the some in the collective are right now. It's the considering before you make your decision. Position 3 is the mentor. This is where we meet Obi-Wan in the desert in Tatooine. This is where the hobbits meet Gandalf on their adventure. This is where this is where they find the elder in the neighborhood, that you know. So this is connect to higher self, explore the deep mind. And the symbols in there, the unknown shadow side. This came out earlier because part of the collective is having to go back around and not redo, but like try again to do their shadow work. The shadow work, that's the dark part that we sometimes don't want to address. You know, that's the part of us that we know needs to be tended to, but that it's a scary place in there. This is like the swamps of Dagobah. It's a scary place, but our mentor is there. Yoda's there. In this case, the scary Dagobah place is our own mind. And I can relate to that because I don't like to sit with no one to talk to, because then all I'm sitting with are my thoughts, my doubts, my whisperings, my inequities, you know? And that can be a very crippling place to be if you're itching to do something. I think this is saying that in our deep minds, where we don't want to go, is where we're going to find the secrets to help us go on this journey. For some of us to continue this journey. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the test. Here we have Solace. This is a really good, beautiful card to have in a contentious position as the test. What this was telling me before when I was considering it is the test is courage. Look at him. It looks like Leo. It looks like the strength card, you know. Oh, my brightness is going in and out. I hope that doesn't affect the video. In this position, Solace is telling me, he's actually coming forward asking, do you have the courage, the strength, the faith to take this new step? Do you have all that? because he's also talking about quiet the noise, I am here, new is coming, spiritual empowerment, miracles are possible. That's the test. Are we brave enough to jump? In the allies position, we have the green woman. What a wonderful ally. I'm trying to think. Dharma always has something that she says whenever this and the Dark Lady come out, and it's something like, I am a master manifester. That's how she says it. This is the part of us that can absolutely get this done. We can absolutely do this, and we know it. Because look at, she's confident. She knows exactly that she can do it, and she's showing you. She's like, oh, you don't think I can? Fuck you. I know I can. This in the allies position is so interesting because it's telling us that we can do this. Our ally is ourself, because I just heard we have everything we need. We are everything that we need. Oh, that's deep spirit. Thank you for that. This is an earth energy. I would venture to say she's part of the stone men, but I don't think she's quite that rigid. This says reward, maturity, take risks. Again, tend your ground, sow wild seeds. When I was contemplating this before, it was telling me to draw from the positive that you've already learned from all the way back to childhood. Even if we had a shitty house, there's nuggets in there that we can save that will shit, I lost it. I feel like tend your ground is like, don't forget where you come from. That's why I was saying that. The allies we have already integrated within ourselves throughout the years. So everything we need is already in us. Now, this card, the empty card, came up in the enemy's position. Some would think that that means there are no enemies because there's nothing on the card. But what it actually says down here is the Faerie guide. This card is blank because it's meant for us, the owners, to draw a symbol on it that would represent a guide for the whole deck. Maybe that's why mine are unruly, because I haven't chosen anything. There's nothing there. There's no leadership. So I'm going to look this up. I'm going to try not to read the whole thing. Oh, actually, it's pretty short. Okay. This card has been left blank for you to draw your own fairy guide on it. Some people may have a clear mental image of their personal guide to fairy, but if you don't have that yet, there are a couple things you can try. Okay. So it's just talking about doing sketches so you can figure out what this card's supposed to look like. By drawing your fairy guide or a symbol for it on the card, you personalize the deck. Okay. So the meaning of it says both this and the reverse are something you will need to work out with your fairy guide. Please note that this, like all the this, like all the other fairy cards, are subject to change without notice. That's how fairies are. And I think when you get used to working that way with them, you'll find that it's very rewarding. Okay, so I think this is saying that at this point, we can't see who the enemies are yet. There's also another way to look at this as like a bright light right smack in our face. That's why we can't see anything else. It's all washed out. This is a bright light in our face. So another way to interpret that for some parts of the collective is that the enemies are so close that we can't even see them. I gotta pause. Hang on one second. I hear naughty kitties. Oh, okay. I'm back. Boy, I love that pause button, you know? I had to deal with some kitties that had the zoomies. And then I just had to recalibrate because I actually started glitching out there for a minute. I might be tired. One of these days, I'm just gonna let myself go and record while I'm in the glitch, you know, and see some of the fucked up stuff that I'm saying. Where were we? We were with, oh, is this the enemies? Okay, so the enemies we can't see yet. It's in the future. Can't see until we get there. But we are going to lay clarifiers on these, so we'll be able to see what's being hidden in this. This also can be seen as like so they say the light at the end of the tunnel is sometimes a train, and you don't actually see it until it's right on top of you. This is like the blinding light of the train ready to hit us. But that might not be for everybody in the collective, so don't jump past judgment on that yet until we get the clarifiers. The next position is position 7 here. It's the ordeal. This is akin to the test, I think. This is like the second test. The first test is, are we going to go? Right? The second test is actually meeting the enemy. Think of, I'm going to go back to Star Wars because I know it's best. Think of Luke's first meeting with Darth Vader. That's the ordeal. We have here the feline. So it's nothing as glamorous as Darth Vader. But what it is unkept promises, unfulfilled duties, duties, loose ends, annoying details. What does it say here? Little nuisances. This is like, this is the epitome of did I turn the stove off before I left? So part of the ordeal in this collective's new journey is going to be tending to the things that could hinder us in the journey. It's the small things that nobody wants to think about. It's you know remembering to renew the stickers on the car so you don't get a ticket. It's remembering to pay tickets. It's remembering to um finish up all the paperwork and meet your deadlines and stuff like that. That's the ordeal. It's a fucking ordeal too sometimes, tending to them small details, because if you do a bunch of small details it almost tires you out as much as doing something big. The 8th position is the treasure, what we are searching for, what we will sometimes in the stories, a treasure is something that we've overlooked because it didn't look like a treasure at the time. I'm reminded of the story of the Princess and the Frog, how she was completely turned off by this frog, and it turned out in the end he was the goddamn prince. Whew, that's a treasure. Something that we've overlooked. It could be something we weren't expecting. It could also just be exactly what we're searching for, our treasure. It could be a great love. It could be a good career. It could be some kind of knowledge that we had been eluding us before. In this position, we have Luathus the Wild. And he is, again, take a risk, new approaches, make haste, impulsiveness, go for it. Now, spontaneity, and damn it, possibilities, I'll say. I went through and went through with black marker to redo some of the words on these, some of the keywords, but I didn't get to all of them. Some of them are still in red that I can't read. So the treasure is going to be, I think, our enthusiasm. I don't think we're going to expect, as the collective, the freedom and joy we're going to find when we choose to be our true selves and just go for what we want. That's going to be our journey, going for what we want, when we want it, how we want it, empowered and confident. And I think that's the treasure we're going to find. We're going to find our spontaneity. We're going to find joy in the process. And that's not to say that we're not going to run into things that are dirty or gritty or hard to handle. But I think that if we just trust ourselves, that's the hardest part of going on a spiritual journey or embarking on a new career, something that we really wanted for a long time, but people were whispering to us that we couldn't afford it or couldn't allot the time for it, or why would we want to do it now, stuff like that. I think that if we just try to trust what we want and our ability to go get it, we will find this enthusiasm. That's the treasure. Enthusiasm for ourselves. The next card is the road back. So like I said before, think of the hobbits coming back after the battle changed. The road back, we have Penelope Dreamweaver. Dreams, magic, visions, and inspiration. Let me think on that for a minute, please. The Spirit's telling me that the road back, we will be inspirations to others on our way back, because we will be changed. And those that are just starting or even considering starting their own journeys will see how we've changed and will be inspired to walk their own journey. That's a good card to be there. I'm glad it's not a negative card. Position 10 is what was mastered. What the heck did we learn in this whole big journey? And the card that dropped was the beautiful Bright Mother. This is the divine feminine. Masculines, if there are any masculines that watch my videos, I hope there are. I mean, I'm not reaching a lot of people, but I'm hoping that there's some boys in the mix here. This whole journey for you will be getting in touch with the side of you that can nurture others and yourself. It's so often that boys are taught not to be that. In this new collective, I don't want to say new collective, in this new cycle for this collective, especially in the last maybe 10 years, I would say, maybe even 20, maybe even longer, it has been a struggle for the masculines to explore and embrace the feminine side. I see it more and more, and it's beautiful. I mean, gentlemen, when you are free and true, you are beautiful beings. And I think that that's what we're all going to learn. We're going to learn to be empowered empresses and goddesses, masculine and feminine. And I love that idea. The Bright Mother is the divine feminine, the giving, family, fertility, shelter, intimacy, natural processes, and daily life. Look at her with her hot ass sticking out with a little tattoo that's like a bullseye right where you can kiss it. She's in her true power here. And it's not showy. This is actually a very subtle card compared to some of the others. Like, it's not the fiery the fiery countenance of Solace. It's not the glowing happiness of the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. She's bright, but not like blinding. Not like blinding like this. She glows in her own light. And she's got her back turned to anyone who doesn't want to follow her. This is like a beautiful, empowered leadership, almost, you know? And everyone around her is in quiet awe. Look at that. I love that phrase, in quiet awe. At first I thought what was coming off of her head was like steam, because that's how she's burning it up, but it's actually another little fairy. I love that. Okay. So what we will have mastered would be, I mean, these are kind of mundane things, like 3D things: family, fertility, shelter, intimacy. But maybe maybe part of the collective was actually struggling with all that. And now at the end of the journey, this is all going to be what part of what we mastered on it. The ability to provide, nurture, protect, grow, and give back. That's what's going to be mastered. So now we can move on. Who wants to come out? I think the Gilded. I actually had to pull the book for the Gilded because the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 times that I've used the Gilded, I always use the Gilded, but the last 3 or 4 times that I was using it, I totally blanked on all the court cards. Except a few, like Queen of Wands is pretty self-explanatory to me. I liken her to Cersei Lannister. But like pages were coming up and I was just drawing a blank on what the hell they were doing there. So I actually had to pull the book for this one. Which is fine because like I was thinking about it before, how really good tarot readers don't need their books anymore. But like I'm brand new to doing this on camera, so even if I do know the cards, it might help somebody that I just read from the book for a little bit, because I did start this channel as a learning channel, you know? I mean, I'm not going to give lessons or anything, but as I'm doing it, I'm trying to learn. So I'm assuming somebody out there can actually learn with me with the book. Okay, so enough rambling. Baby's tired. Guess what? She rambles when she's tired. Position 1, the ordinary world. Okay. The hemming and hawing, the wishy-washy, do I, don't I? 2 of Swords. Spirit, please elaborate on Indy, in the position of the ordinary world. Do I want this? No, I wasn't ready. Damn, do I want that one? No, I wasn't ready. Please elaborate on indie. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes sense. Some of the collective might be their indecision and fear about this risk might be because they already have established themselves. You know, what if I lose what I built? What if I can't provide for others? What if I'm not as independent and secure in this new phase? This is, I believe, the ordinary world. This is the day-to-day. The going to your the Nine of Pentacles is often described as the Empress off her throne, meaning the Empress already has everything she needs, but you know, she comes down off her throne to go shopping and tend the garden and take the dog for a walk and, you know, all that stuff with the pentacles. The maintenance of it. Because the Empress just sits on her throne and enjoys the fact that she's accomplished it, but the Nine of Pentacles is still maintaining the life. You know, that's the ordinary world, just maintaining what we've tried to build for ourselves. We've got butterflies here, which is transformation. I can't tell what kind of bird that is. I think it's a falcon. Right away, the key word for me with that falcon is retrieval, because they're trained to go out and procure things and bring them back. I think that's what the ordinary world is right now. That's a pretty good self-explanatory card to be in that position. Position 2, the call. We had solace. Are you brave enough? Do you have the courage to take this risk? Please clarify solace. Four of Wands. This is beautiful. This is shaping up to maybe be a concern in love. But also family, because Bright Mother's here, which is fertility, and Nine of Pentacles is here, which is abundance. The call to adventure is the Four of Wands. Maybe some in the collective are contemplating this new adventure as starting a home and a family with someone that they love. This is setting down the pillars that will hold up the life that they build together. That's somebody's adventure. Embarking on this new risky journey with someone else to build a new life. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate on the mentor, the green woman as our mentor in this journey. She is, like I like to think of as freedom, but she's also maturity, reward after work, tend your ground, sow your wild seeds. Please clarify the green woman. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is like cooperation and collaboration. This is I want to say like co-workers, but even more than that. These are kindred people that can help you in your journey. It's also hard work and recognition for it. See, he's taking these pentacles out of this fire. There's an anvil here. So he smithed these. Smithed? He banged these out on his own. Because, I mean, even though the Three of Pentacles in the Rider Waite has other people in it, in this card, he's alone. He, like, there was no help for this dude. He did this all on his own. Look at that hot anvil in the back. He smithed these by himself. And that goes along with reward. I mean, our hard work on this is going to be a reward. Wait, that didn't come out right. Our reward will come from our hard work. We're going to, the maturity I like because there is confidence and knowledge that comes with maturity. And I think that's a good energy to draw on as a mentor. Maturity. So someone mature who paved their own way. That's who we'll find as a mentor. Somebody who was confident enough to go before us and now is mature and has their rewards. Someone who forged their own, actually forged, look in the back, there's a forge. Forged their own abundance. Ooh. An earth sign, possibly. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And or Capricorn. Position 5, the allies. Why is there nobody here? Oh, wait, no, this is the test. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Oh, this is the enemy. Okay, sorry. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. I need to go back. One, two, three, the mentor. Oh, did I miss? Shoot, what am I doing? Oh, darn it. Okay, I gotta back up. I don't know why I went this way. I have to come down here. Okay. Shoot. Oh, I might have to scrap this whole thing. No. Something tells me there may have been messages in there for the other people. So, I'm gonna have to rearrange this a little bit. Bear with me. I made a mistake. Now you get to see how I have to correct it. So, position 1, damn, was the ordinary world. Creative chaos, breaking dang it. Let me think here for a second, please. I screwed that up. So we're going to put the Nine of Pentacles here on the ordinary world is the gnome. Take a risk, creative chaos, breaking patterns, new perspective. I think it still stands, though, the way I described it. The ordinary world being our Nine of Pentacles world. And then, position 2 here, the call to adventure. This is the wishy-washiness. And the adventure was going to be the Four of Wands, which is the foundation of a new life with someone else, someone we love. Position 3, the mentor. We had Lace the Boon's daughter. She came out before. Our higher self. That's right. The mentor was going to be our higher self. And that we have the Three of Pentacles. Let me see if I can salvage anything from that. Oh yeah, that can stand the way it was. A mentor is going to come in that has paved the way before us. The unknown shadow inside. Wow. I think that's going to be somebody who's already walked this spiritual journey. Yeah. Okay, so now we can go to position 4, the test. This is soulless. I can only imagine when I was laying these wrong, how many of you out there were yelling at me that I was doing it in the wrong positions. I'm sorry it took me so long to figure it out. It's like 5 in the morning. Soulless. Position 4, the test. Are you brave enough? Are you ready to accept the empowerment that you already have in order to go on this journey? Are you walking enough in faith to weather the storms that are going to come and still have the sight to go forth? Look at his eyes. Do you have it in your sights to go and do this? That's the test. Spirit, please elaborate and clarify on soulless as the test. Please elaborate on soulless as the test. Ooh, trying to get away. Please clarify soulless. Oh, oh, no, that's too many. Thank goodness, because the 2 of Swords was there. That's indecision. We don't need another indecision card in this. We already spent years being indecisive. Now we have to step up, right? Please clarify soulless. The 5 of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing the test of integrity. Reason I feel it's a test of integrity is because the 5 of Swords is a victory card, but it's sour victory. It's dirty win. It's dirty pool. It's cheating. It's manipulating. He's happy he's won, but what you can't see, because I jacked up my cards before with gum or Kool-Aid or something sticky, is that behind this patch here and here lay 2 people with swords in them. But he's smug about his win. So this card is often described as winning, but at what cost? Let me see here. Okay. In the Rider-Waite deck, the 2 defeated people have dropped their swords. So on the ground is 2 swords, which is the 2 of Swords, which is indecision. And in his arms, he's holding 3. So even though he's really smug about this win, in the Rider-Waite deck, he's actually won his own heartbreak. The win wasn't going to be worth it. In this card, he is holding all 5. 1, 2. Am I counting this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Either the sun is setting or the sun is coming up. He's happy about this win, and the 1 sword that he's raised reminds me of the Ace of Swords, which is truth, in his right hand. But it doesn't look like he has a good handle on the 4 that he's running away with. You know? I still feel like this is an integrity card. Uh-oh, what do I see? 3 birds? I gotta sing. 3 birds. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. 3 little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is our message to you. Um, so let me consider this one more time to get concise. Spiritual empowerment, but don't abuse it. That's the test. Oh, I just had something. Spiritual empowerment, but don't abuse it. I just heard don't be bitchy about it. Don't be so smug. The allies. The green woman as an ally. Beautiful. Mature. Reaping her rewards. She's saying, take the risk. I did. Just follow me. Follow behind me. Walk where I walked. Hey, you. No. Please elaborate and I fed you. What? Come here. Come on. Oh my goodness. All right. Everyone say hi to Huey. Say hi, Mommy. Meow. All right. Is that enough love? Come here. Please let me work. I already had to deal with her 3 a.m. zoomies. Excuse my coffee. Okay. Bear with me, please. Please elaborate on the green woman as our ally. Ooh, no, I need a flipper. Oh, okay. 9 of Swords. Damn. It always throws me when negative cards come out on something so positive. Okay, hang on. I gotta recalibrate for this. An ally. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm being drawn to the owl in this card. I addressed this once before. I think that we're going to be very unsure. Of course, we're going to be unsure about our path, and it's going to bring us anxiety. And that's what this card is, sleepless nights and anxieties, of course. But I think the green woman is telling us, like Solus was, have faith. Because not only will we find it within others, we'll find it within ourselves. In this card, I noticed a few times ago that even though she's wide awake, she has been visited by an owl. And owls are wonderful omens of the spirit world being with us and bringing knowledge with them. And since well, she's not really sleeping because it's sleepless nights, but I feel like she's in the in-between state that where you go when you're on your way to sleep and your intuition sometimes kicks in. I think that's where the space she's in. She's in the in-between state where she's actually open to hearing what the owl has to say. I think this is saying that the spirit world is going to be one of our strongest allies in this. Fear not. I hear. Fear not. What else? Fear not. I heard, fear not, there are allies on the other side. I've got friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side. That's from The Princess and the Frog, like I mentioned before. You know, I've never seen that movie, though. That's the second time it came up in this reading. So, if you've never seen Princess and the Frog, I'm assuming there's messages in there for whoever this is resonating with. Go back and watch The Princess and the Frog. Is this okay? Guidance from the spirit world. Remember, I was saying that the green woman said, "Follow behind me because I walked this way already." And it is a card of maturity. So this actually really could be that you got friends on the other side. And listen in your dreams because they'll give you guidance. Whew. That was pretty cool. Let's keep going. Okay, position 6, the enemies. The unseen enemy. The undescribed. The unrecognized. Oh, what's the other word that almost came to me? The unmanifested yet. This will be interesting. Oof. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate on this blank card under the enemies. What do we have? Oh my God. I'm speechless. It's the fucking Six of Cups. Heavy Six of Cups. Oh my God. Okay, this is actually a really beautiful card to be here. I don't understand why it's here in the enemy's position, but we're going to have to lay down another layer of clarifiers. Right now, oh, it could be distraction, but let me get there. Right now, we don't see it coming, but there will be. This is nostalgia from the past, but it's a sweet card because it's friendship and innocent love from childhood or from the deep past. Like, I would say more than 10 years because they're so young and so new. Excuse me. I really am struggling with why this would be in the enemy's position. Oh. Oh, clinging to the past. Why? Because there's nothing there. The past is gone. Oh, I gotta pause this because I'm getting something, but it's quiet. I heard there are no enemies but what you bring with you from the past. But this is such a beautiful card. I mean, it's beautiful, sweet, innocent love from the past. Why would this be an enemy unless they're trying to say that clinging to this ideal is going to be like the biggest obstacle to this new path? I thought those are those might be butterflies. I don't know. Oh, we got a kitty. Oh, these are all flowers. That's right. And two cats. Hang on. Stalker? No. I feel this is just like a spirit keeping an eye on you. See the kitty in the grass? Peeking out through the grass, just watching. Well, yeah, we're gonna wait to get clarifiers on that because, like I said, that always throws me when really good cards end up in these really fucked up positions. So let's keep going because this is already over an hour. Holy crap! And I still have a whole nother deck to get to. A rambling mess. Okay, position 7 is the ordeal. This is the feline. This is loose ends and annoying details. I didn't even get to ask the damn question yet. That's okay because there's too many cards. Spirit, clarify and elaborate on the feline in the ordeal position. Clarify and elaborate on the feline in the ordeal position, please. Please clarify and elaborate the feline. Judgment. This is akin to heeding the call. Do. Wake up. Time to go. You're gonna miss the bus. Get your coffee. That's a low vibe way to look at this, though. Judgment in the ordeal. This is like having to address these things because there's no choice anymore. Judgment's horn is blown at the end of all things. So this is like the point in the journey where we've drug our feet for so long that the divine had to come in and blow the whistle. That's going to be the ordeal. Having to deal with all this mundane crap that we left for judgment. And now that the horn is blown, we can't hit snooze anymore. The treasure. We've got Luathus the Wild. He's enthusiasm and haste, new approaches. Go for it now. That's the treasure. Can you please elaborate on Luathus the Wild, on the treasure? My friends tell me I should have moved on a long, long time ago. What do they know? Do they know? Okay, the treasure, we've got the 7 of Swords. The Thief in the Night card. The Get the Fuck Out of Dodge card. The Gather Up Whatever You Can Carry and Peace Out card. Okay, I believe that once we get another card on there, we're going to really find out what the treasure is. Right now, it's saying, go get it and run like hell. But we still haven't determined what it is, the treasure. So let's continue. The road back, we have Penelope Dreamweaver. That's like inspiration. We're going to be inspiring people in the collect. Say we. But it's when you hear our song. Hang on. I'm getting something. Do you say I'm hearing we're going to be bringing people back with us through inspiring people to do their own journey. We're going to actually be bringing them back with us. So please clarify on Penelope Dreamweaver in the road back. Page of Pentacles. Okay, now I'm going to have to look that one up. Like I said, I was flaking on the court cards. Don't even know if my memories were lost. Road back, Page of Pentacles. Oh, maybe this is like bringing back something new? Something tangible? Is it so wrong of me? Oh, she breaks your heart. Is it so wrong of me to pray? She tears you apart. Okay. Studiousness. I always thought that was the part of the Page of Swords. But this is studious or academic person who enjoys studying and learning. A solid young person, methodical, hardworking, well-behaved. Ew, well-behaved. Self-disciplined, okay, with love and respect for animals in the country. Side. Nature. Oh, that's why that big-ass peacock is there. See him? Okay. Peacock? Yeah. A solid individual, not a party animal. Usually good with their hands or anything of a practical nature. Okay, so the road back, we're not only bringing inspiration, but we're bringing a lot of learning with us. See, the pentacle is, see, the pages are new energy, but that pentacle is huge. So he really slogged through his lessons in order to get that reward. And that's what we're going to be bringing back with us. So the last card here, we've got the Bright Mother. This is what was mastered. What was mastered on? What's going to be mastered? What is the collective going to be masters of at the end of this? Oh, shoot, that's way too many. No, it's not. It's justice. Sweet. This is Libra energy. Oh, notice I didn't do that for any of the other cards. Just Libra, because I'm a Libra. Libra energy, karma, balance. What else, Spirit? What else goes along with that balance? Equality? I'm hearing equal karma. Everything's going to be dealt out according to need and what's that word? Like what was deserved, I hear. What was deserved? Oh. Hang on, please. Okay. I got an image and a concept, but they didn't give me the words to put with it. So give me a second, please. using discernment in distributing generosity. Whew. That's what we're going to master. Not only generosity to others, but to ourselves. This is going to be, this is the nurturing card. We're going to learn how to be nurturing in our daily life through truth and discernment. That's what we're going to master. Okay. Do I want to continue? Do I want to continue? No. I think we're going to leave it with these two decks, and then I'm going to pull some of those little phrases cards. That should do it. There's no way I could have put in another 30 to 40 minutes on another layer of this. I think this worked pretty well. So we're going to get some keywords and phrases here to further enhance the messages that we received. And we'll, okay. What these are these little cards that I made that have phrases and things on them. We'll have time frames, there's concepts, there's advice, there's zodiac signs, letters for initials, things like that. So I mix them up and then I drop them, and whatever lands face up is what I will read. I wanted a lot for this one. There we go. Let's see what we have. Okay, we've got the letter N. That's my cursive N. We've got the letter Z. So maybe someone in New Zealand. Oh, we've got smitten. Ooh, husband. April, the letter C. Change in the wind. Ask your angels. We've got Leo. Facade. Okay. October. Imagination. I'll arrange these as soon as I get them all out. Worry, stress, and anxiety. We've got the Nine of Swords again. Put that there. Restraint. The Devil. With the root chakra. Walk away. We could put on the call. Scared shitless. Oh, we've got a divine connection here. We're gonna. Oh, I hate to do it. Whoop. I don't know if this should go on the Four of Wands or the Six of Cups. That's because the Four of Wands is a foundation of a new life with someone you love. Yes, but it's not always the divine connection that we could have. So let's see, we've got forever changed, divine connection, days, they really do, it says. Don't know if anyone was asking a question in their mind for that one. They really do. That's your answer. Ooh, blank. Okay. Be back. Oh, it's wrapped up in today. The past, the future. Ooh, there. I'll put that there. No going home. No going home. With a name like mine, still think of you. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. So, we've got the letters C, N, and Z, if that resonates with anyone. Smitten, I'll put here on Six of Cups. Divine Connection, I'm being told to put on Six of Cups. I'm just not happy with how that ended up in the enemy's position. I really am not. If anyone resonates with this and you get an intuitive answer for this, please share it with me. I'd like to hear others' take on this, having such beautiful energy in the enemy's position. Do we have any wands here? 4 wands. Didn't we have a page? No, it's pentacles. Okay. Husband, Leo, that's fire. Like I said, I don't see any wands besides the 4 of wands. Okay. Marriage, that goes there. Denial. Forever changed. I'm going to put this on the road back. Because remember what I was saying for the hobbits? When Sam and them came back, they were forever changed. That's exactly where that goes. Ask your angels. I'm going to put here with the green woman. Green woman? They said, yeah, that's fine. April to October. Change in the wind, I think I'm going to put here on the call. Position 2. This is new. And marriage, because the 4 of wands is here. Imagination. Imagination. I want to put that on the call also. Restraint. This might be the 9 of Swords too. I feel though that I want to put it on the 9 of Pentacles here. It says it's the devil because of it's restraint, but I feel like in the ordinary world, when we're inspired to do something that's crazy or never been done, we tend to feel restraint on that because we don't want to shake the boat up too much. So I'm going to put that here. Okay. Haste. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So what did we get from all this? The spread was called The Hero's Journey. It was going to chart out this new cycle that the collective has come into. It showed us that a lot of times we block the call because of mundane things. The ordinary world has a really strong pull, even on our spiritual journey. The treasure is going to be the fact that we are able to be enthusiastic about the unknown. But like I said, in the enemy's position with this 6 of Cups, which is usually beautiful, and then we've got smitten and a divine connection here in that position of the enemies. If anybody out there has any idea how to interpret that differently, I am all ears. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. I really thank you so much. I hope this resonated with someone as much of a rambling mess as it was. I hope this was helpful. I hope it made sense. If it did resonate with anyone and you would feel compelled to do so, I do have a Venmo. I'm going to drop a little bit on my Venmo. That'll help this little witch recover from her own tower moment, which it was no damn joke. So I just thank you so much. And I'll be back probably later today after I sleep, or maybe in a couple days to check in again with the collective. So I hope everyone is good until then, and we'll just see you again later. Thank you. Bye.